Dinner is served, and we have a lovely flower bath that's been prepared in the room next door. After the meal, go take a bath and change into some clean clothes. Stay here tonight and keep me company. I still have to hurry back. Shin-Chi is always fond of his little tricks. He's either touching my face, hugging my waist, or touching my thighs. Could he be so devoid of love since he was young that he craves skinship? What's the rush? Do you have a beautiful wife and concubine at home, waiting to warm your bed? Or will those two stupid servants starve to death if you don't head back? That's not it. I told them I'd be back by evening before I headed out. I'm afraid they'll be worried if I return late. I was neglected by you for 2 days, but you don't seem to care that I might worry about you. I'm the brother who has gone through death ordeals with you. Am I not even as important as your servants? Chi, don't be angry. I've told you that isn't the case. I can't move now, and I have to look up at you when I speak. It's really hard, and my wound hurts. I'm wounded terribly, yet you're still afraid that I will molest you? You made an attempt before. It'd be foolish of me to believe you. But if he's able to do something out of the ordinary in this kind of situation, then he's as good as an immortal. Ever since I was injured, I couldn't leave the bed. And since I don't want to be laughed at by the servants, I often don't say a word all day. If you don't say a few words to me, I'll soon become dumb. Besides, I also want to know the situation of the Northern Provincial Prison and what will happen to Feng Shui. If you want to track down his henchmen, I can also help. I'll just chat with him for a while since I do need his help to tackle the mess with the embroidered uniform guards. If he dares to make a move again, I'll use a pillow to hit him hard on his back. What are you saying? All right. I'll stay with you. I'll go have my dinner and take a bath. Stay down and don't move about, or else you might reopen your wounds. If I remember correctly, among the official files you've looked into, there are a total of 168 officials that are of 6th rank or higher in the embroidered uniform guards. I know most of them. I can speak of their conduct over the past 10 years for more than half of them. Honey. I remember that I talked yesterday, and then I shamelessly. I fell asleep with my guard down. And I slept peacefully, without any dreams. This brat is quite handsome. He has the looks and the figure. He even has the brains and brawn. He just has a merciless heart. But he really makes me speechless. In my previous life, besides my parents, I can't think of anyone that would sacrifice this much for me. On a second thought, apart from being male, there's nothing left to criticize about Shin-Chi. What am I doing? This isn't a blind date. Why the hell am I analyzing him? Did you sleep well yesterday? Yes. What about you, brother? I didn't. I lay on my tummy for too long, so my energy and blood flow is stagnant, especially around the pubic bone. This ache isn't going away. Why don't you rub it for me? Dream on. How did you know that I had a dream yesterday? Perhaps our hearts are linked? I'm done talking nonsense with you. The sun has been up for hours, but luckily, my higher-ups have spared me from signing in early. Otherwise, I'll be criticized for being late on my second day of office. That officer of the Court of Judicial Review is a sensible person, but the newly promoted one Janine has to be guarded against. He's very hypocritical. I vaguely heard you say last night that there are more than 100 embroidered uniform guards, and you know most of them, as well as the habits and reputation of more than half of them? Do you think that I'm only capable of torture after being an embroidered uniform guard for so many years? Spying, picketing, interrogation. Any of these things would require extensive knowledge. No one can surpass me when they're talking about how familiar they are with the Northern Provincial Prison. General Shin wasn't only an undercover spy at the Northern Provincial Prison. He even harbored great ambitions for all those years and collected intelligence about his colleagues as a preventive measure. No wonder he can boast about it. He's simply born to be a secret agent. Cleaning up the embroidered uniform guards isn't an easy task. If you have any uncertainties, you may as well ask me. Once I can move, I'll go to the Northern Provincial Prison to help you. All right. It's almost past noon. I'll need to pack up and hurry out soon. Master, a moment. May I ask if you are the right Vice Minister, Master Su? I am. Why did you come looking for me, sir? That isn't right. You're an official, and I'm just a civilian. How can an officer bow to a civilian? The Emperor promotes respect for the elderly. His Majesty even holds a banquet for the elderly every year. I'm just a young man. What's wrong with me paying my respects to an elder? I'm Qin Shiyu, a surgeon. I've been treating General Shin's wounds for the past few days. Are you Mr. Shu who wrote the book, The Original Meaning of Surgery? He's a famous figure. It's me. When I was treating General Shin's wounds, I was more than sure that he was about to die, but I didn't expect his fever to subside within a night and his body to gradually recover. I heard from the servants at the Shin residence that you used an item called penicillin as a miracle cure to save him. I wonder if I can have a look at the prescription.